Hi, I'm Kyedae, but you can call me Kay. If you didn't know, March was Women's History Month, and I wanted to do something that was meaningful to me and I felt could make some sort of impact on the women's gaming community. As a Valorant content creator and a woman that has experienced poor behavior in games.
So how is it being a girl in gaming? I feel like everybody just calls you a runs.
What the I wanted to uplift all the amazing women in this community. However, to pull this off, I needed some help, so I ran to Twitter and asked my friends for some help.
That's gonna get everyone.
Hey, do you guys want to help me out with some video really quick?
No, stop.
No,
why
the fuck would I want to help you? You
Literally
already forced
no.
me to stream with you. I'm good.
I got to meet so many amazing and different women along the way. I asked these women some questions about their experiences playing Valorant, and the product is absolutely beautiful. You may see some familiar faces, or maybe even find some new ones. I understand this a little bit late, but I was kind of struggling teaching myself how to edit. But with that being said, here we go. Question 1. Do you have any memorable in-game interactions you'd like to talk about?
Hi, my name is Joe, also known as Taro Baby on Twitch, and I'm a variety streamer who also plays a ton of Valorant. A positive interaction that I super remember from playing Valorant is when there was this one game. I don't remember the full details of it. I just know it was on Breeze, and I was playing Viper because someone else wanted to play Sage. I was not super confident in my Viper skills, and I don't really know many lineups, but I do play with the team, and that's just the best way I know how to play Viper. And I wasn't doing great, and I was blaming myself for, like, I should have installed Sage, I should blah blah blah. Like, I thought it was me picking the wrong agent. But I had some friends in the lobby and then also some randoms, but the randoms were really nice, and it just made me feel good that there are people out there who won't shit on you for being at the bottom of the board. And they'll teach you things. They'll, like, encourage you to step out into, like, a new character, and if they know something, they'll encourage you, and they won't put you down and just immediately write you off as a bad player. And it was really stressful when I was at the bottom, because as a woman of color, especially, like, I feel a lot of pressure, even though there's, like, no one is putting that pressure on me besides myself. I feel a lot of pressure to help get rid of that stigma by trying to, like be a good person in the game, but then also, like, trying to hold my weight so people don't shit on women as much. Like, I know it's okay to, like, not frag out, but it's hard when the entire stereotype around women is that we're always bottom frags or we're always, like, stage mains. Like, I thought that was such a positive interaction because they were really kind to me, and I had that anxiety and that stress lifted off my shoulders, and I didn't have to worry about impressing my teammates. I just got to play the game, and that's the best thing I could ever ask for.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Arya, also known as Area 51 on Twitch. And I'm going to be talking about how amazing it is to be a woman in a gaming community. I haven't played any other game where I just kind of, like, freak out, but whenever I notice that there's a girl on the same team as me, you will have to turn your mic or headset volume down, because I scream. I'm just like, holy, there's another girl on the team. Oh god. And it's like I spend the entire game, like, simping. I'm like, hey, do you need a gun? Like, do you need to buy? Like, do you want the skin? Receiving that same energy back, it's such a positive and wholesome thing that only happens in my experience, that only happens in Valorant games, and I absolutely love and cherish those moments. Like, it's so unique in its own way, and I absolutely love it.
Question 2. Do you have any fun stories involving another girl in the community? This could be another streamer, a duo, teammate, etc. I guess it's my turn to answer a question. A while back, I was playing some comp games. I was solo queuing, and I had run into this girl. And in this lobby, we were both getting harassed, but, you know, we just talked to each other and we were just, you know, having fun. So I decided to add her after the game. And lo and behold, she's become one of my best friends and my duo. So I love you so much, Ivy. Thank you so much for supporting me all the time. It means so much to me that you've stuck around.
Okay, we do it again. Do it again. Okay.
So I was with my all-girl squad. We were down in a comp game. It was 3-10. We wanted to keep the energy high. So we, of course, naturally wanted to manifest, and, you know, that led to us doing this little ritual here.
Ready?
Okay.
You all spray? Right here? Ready?
Okay.
Clockwise.
Oh.
Clockwise. Oh, I forgot already.
Yay. Okay.
Did we say something? They go around twice, because 2022.
Manifest. I am the
I am the
tiger.
tiger.
Da, 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 da.
Let's go.
Oh Jesus.
So, all my friends who are, girls who are women, I've been playing with them more than 2 years. We've been friends since way before we started content creation. So I often play with them, and while I'm playing with them, they don't really. I don't feel like I'm playing with content creators. I feel safe. I feel comforted because I'm just playing with friends at the end of the day. And what's crazy is that every time they play with me, they always tell me this, Tima. We never understood where you were coming from every time you told us about, the horrible lobbies you get into. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they tell me every time we queue up with you, you always get toxic teammates. And I was like, yeah, it's because, I'm lower elo, like, this is my luck. But it's funny every time we encounter toxic teammates because we just poke fun at them. We make fun of them and we basically stand up for each other. They'll be nice because they would stand up for me when I'll be too scared to stand up for myself. So, shout out to Steph and Sab and Liz. I do appreciate you guys.
Question 3. Is there a woman creator that inspires you?
Hola, me llamo Cami, Cami Fran. Soy una creadora de contenido de Valorant y estoy encantada de poder participar en esto. Les voy a contar mi experiencia como mujer en este juego. Una mujer que me inspira es Kyedae. Ella es genial, sabe cómo desenvolverse frente a situaciones complicadas dentro del juego y puedo notar su mejoría a través del tiempo. Me veo identificada con ella ya que juega con su novio Radiant y se divierten jugando juntos. Y además no deja que le afecte lo que le digan los demás, al igual que muchas chicas, las cuales también admiro. Tengo amigas streamers que las conocí gracias al juego. Yo las veo jugar y me digo a mí misma, wow, quiero ser como ellas, quiero progresar como ellas. También me inspiran las chicas de Crew Sports. Hace poco empezaron a representar el equipo femenino de Crew y bueno, eso me alegra mucho. Pero algún día seré como ellas. Siendo yo misma y con mi propia personalidad, claro.
Hi, my name is Tiffae and I'm a full-time Twitch streamer. I think the female creator I have to say is definitely Pokimane. She is just everything, the whole entire package. She's funny, she's smart, she's talented, she's good at games, and she's beautiful. What is she not? She's done stuff like creating scholarships for students in gaming to spreading holiday cheer by gifting a lot of people presents off their Christmas wish list. And she's just overall a very inspiring person.
Female creator that inspires me. I super love Valkyrae and QuarterJade. Just because Valkyrae was one of the first streamers that I watched coming back into the gaming space. And Valkyrae was the first woman that I stumbled upon. And I was like, wow, I really love her. Like, I love the vibe and I love like the way she carries herself and I love just her community as a whole. And I just got really interested in streaming from there. And I think with Jodie, I really like her content too because she does play a lot of Valorant and a lot of Valorant consistently. And I think she's really funny and really pretty. Same with Valkyrae. And it's just comforting having women to look up to in a space where I never thought that women would slowly dominate.
A female creator that inspires me is Tiffae. Tiffae is a content creator for Team Liquid. She's the reason as to why I even started content creation. She's the reason as to why I even started playing Valorant. Because I would always see her videos on TikTok or YouTube and how she would, just be popping off and see how she would deal with such discouraging lobbies where she would encounter toxic teammates. And, I just wanted to think, wow, this person is so strong. I want to be just like them. And so I took her footsteps and I started content creation. I started branching out and playing games such as Valorant, and I owe it all to her. She's amazing. She also gives back to the community by offering coaching lessons to people who are in lower elos, and she also gives coaching lessons to women all the time on her stream. So
I would definitely have to agree with Tima here. Tiff is someone who inspires me, and I'm so thankful to her for everything that she's done for me. I was so excited to have her be a part of this video. It meant the world that she took the time to be involved. I am also definitely inspired by all the cute girls to help me out with this video. Without them, this would not have been possible, so thank you guys so much. And finally, to wrap this up, how do you deal with toxicity and sexism? Do you have any advice for girls on how to deal with it?
I think the best way to deal with hateful people is to succeed. I think in every aspect of life, people who are hateful hate seeing other people succeed. If they're toxic and sexist to me, I thrive in knowing that they will eventually come to realize that I'm successful and I'm happy with my life. And no matter what they say or do to me will ever change that.
Let me take a few jabs back at you. You know, kind of use those like witty one-liners if I remember them at all. But if they're destroying my mood, if they're making the game like really toxic and not fun at all, then I'm just gonna mute them. Like, I care about my rank in Valorant. This usually happens in Valorant comp games for me. And it's really surprising to see it happening, because it's like, you do understand there's another human on the other side of the screen, right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, if it gets really, really bad, I'm gonna mute them. I don't want them ruining my day. I don't want them ruining my stream. I don't want them ruining the mood and the vibes.
I personally am a very sensitive person, so it does affect me, and I know it shouldn't, but I can't help it at times. But lately I've been growing to just poke fun at those who are being toxic or sexist, because what they really want out from you is a reaction. And when you don't give them a reaction, you know, you're doing something right in a way, because you're basically saying, hey, your words won't affect me. Your insults, you know, quote unquote insults, when they're never really original, they won't hinder my gameplay. And they're just being really, you know, scared, because the only thing that's protecting them at the end of the day is a screen. You know, if they were to say that in real life to a person, it's GG's.
I feel like dealing with toxicity and racism, it's a lot, because I feel like it's always going to be there unless someone changes the norm. And it sucks to say that it's the norm, but you hear people say it all the time, like you wouldn't survive an hour in COD lobbies, you wouldn't survive like 2 minutes in the OG gaming lobbies. And it's because like those people think that's normal, and it really isn't. You don't have to act like that. I don't know why in gaming it's so normalized for people to just be the worst person they can possibly be, especially to women. But it's a combination of like knowing when to fight your battles or to pick your battles, and knowing when to either shut someone down or if it's opportunity to educate.
Y respondiendo a la pregunta 5, que la pregunta 5 pide un consejo que les puedo dar, que es ese: seguir adelante, defenderse, luchen, no se queden ahí. Si ya ven que les está afectando mucho, muteen al jugador. Existe una opción que, bueno, eso es genial porque no sabes más nada, y si te habla, ni bola, no darle atención.
My biggest advice to girls dealing with sexism is to remember that on the other side is some weirdo who has probably never talked to a girl besides his mom. You're probably hotter than them, and nothing they say actually matters. Don't let that get to you. And there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me, as well as other women in the community. This is my first YouTube video of many, so bear with me on the editing. Thank you so much for watching. I'd also like to thank all the wonderful women who collaborated with me. Thank you so much to Joe, Arya, Krystienne, Cami, Tima, and Tiff. I love you all. A like and feedback would be greatly appreciated. And see you next time!